Alrighty, folks, welcome to our NFL free pick video here today for Wildcard Weekend. My name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And if you want to see which one of the games on the slate here this weekend that I actually like the best, you may want to think about signing up for my NFL tier package on my premium page. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to start off with the Chargers at the Texans, 4:30 Eastern kickoff on Saturday. The Chargers are minus 2.5, totals 42. And speaking of the total, we have two very good defenses in this game. LA allows just 17 points per contest, top 10 in sacks. Tui Pelotu leads the defense in sacks. Tarheeb still has the most interceptions. Meanwhile, this Houston secondary on the other side, well, they're limiting opposing quarterbacks to just 58% passing. They're fourth in the league in defensive QB rating. Hunter and Anderson have 23 sacks between the both of them. Stingley and Bullock with double-digit interceptions combined. 3 out of the Texans' last 5 outings did fall under the total. 60% to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, the Chargers saw unders this year against the likes of Kansas City, Atlanta, and Cleveland. I like the under 42. Next game, Steelers-Ravens, 8 o'clock Saturday night. Baltimore's minus 9, totals 44. Now, the Ravens are 12-5 overall, 11-6 against the point spread. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh's 10-7 on the year, but they did take the loss in their last 4 straight. And they actually averaged just 14 points a game during that time frame. They're currently 25th in passing, and they've actually done a poor job protecting Russell Wilson. This Pittsburgh O-line's in the bottom 5 in sacks allowed. And that's certainly unfortunate for Russ because this Baltimore defense is second in the league in sacks. Old man Kyle Van Noy, he has 12.5 sacks on the year. Odafe Oweh with 10. When it comes to offensive production, this is the most explosive offense in the NFL. First in total yards, first in rushing. When it comes to throwing the ball, well, Lamar Jackson leads the league in quarterback rating. I think the Ravens will just be a little bit too much in this spot here. Give me Baltimore minus 9. Next matchup, Broncos Bills, 1 o'clock Sunday. Buffalo's minus 8.5, totals 48. Buffalo 13-4 straight up, 10-7 against the point spread. Denver 10-7 overall, 12-5 against the number. Very good covering team. More recently, the Broncos covered in 7 out of their last 10. They've been incredibly tough defensively. They currently lead the league in sacks, second in yards allowed per rush. Nick Bonito has 13.5 sacks on the year, 48 total tackles. And Jonathan Cooper has double-digit sacks as well. But I'll tell you what, it ain't just defense with the Broncos. You know, these guys are a top 10 point-producing team as well. And they could potentially give the Bills problems on D. Buffalo's got a bottom 10 passing defense, 28th in completions allowed. They're also a heavily penalized bunch on D as well. Buffalo's in the bottom 5 in defensive penalty yards. Now, weather-wise, cold and snowy in upstate New York, but really shouldn't affect either team because both are cold weather organizations. I like Denver plus 8.5. Next game, Packers-Eagles, 4:30 Eastern kickoff. Philadelphia's minus 5, totals 45.5. The Eagles are 14-3 overall, 11-6 against the point spread. Meanwhile, Green Bay's 11-6 straight up, 9-8 against the number. And this Green Bay offense is 30th in completions, 22nd in offensive penalties. And they're facing a tough Philadelphia D who actually allows fewer points a game than any other team in the NFC. They're currently first in the entire league in yards per game and passing defense. C.J. Gardner-Johnson has 6 interceptions on the year. Zach Bond with 151 tackles. And when it comes to offensive production, the Birds are running for nearly $180 a game on the ground. 5th in QB rating. I like the Eagles minus 5. Next contest, Commanders, Buccaneers, 8 o'clock Eastern kickoff Sunday night. Tampa Bay is -3, totals 50. The Bucs saw overs in their last 4 straight, 70% to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, Washington saw overs in 6 out of their last 10 themselves. Of course, both defenses with their fair share of issues. Washington has a bottom 3 rushing defense. Tampa Bay, they allow more completions a game than any other secondary. I think we're going to have a fun one Sunday night. Give me the over 50. Next and final breakdown for the video. Vikings Rams, 8 o'clock Monday night. Minnesota's -2, totals 48. And this is another one that I think can get over the total. You know, the Vikes, they saw overs in 3 out of their last 5. Rams saw overs recently against the likes of the Seahawks, Bills, and Eagles. And, you know, we do have 2 secondaries who've definitely had their fair share of problems. The Rams are 27th in yards allowed per completion. And Minnesota's currently in the bottom 5 in defensive passing themselves. I like the over 48. And with that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. I like the under 42 in the Chargers-Texans game. Baltimore -9, getting the job done against the point spread. Denver +8.5, getting the job done against the number. Philadelphia -5, getting the job done against Green Bay. I like the over 50 in the Commanders-Buccaneers game. Give me the over 48 in the Vikings-Rams contest. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium page, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks, you know, that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. I'll tell you what, funny story real quick. Last night, I was with a couple of friends, and we were out at one of the local establishments here in town. And obviously, we were watching the Ohio State-Texas game, you know, college football semifinals, kind of an important game. And some douchebag at the bar asked to watch the hockey game. So, hey, can you turn on the hockey game? And of course, the bartender did it. But it wasn't just any hockey game. It was the Blackhawks versus the Red Wings. Are you kidding me? What planet are you on to where you're watching Blackhawks, Red Wings over the college football playoff? Listen, needless to say, we yelled at the girl. Not yelled at her, but we said, hey, no, that ain't happening. And they had the game back on within, you know, seconds. But still, where are you at in life to where you're watching Red Wings, Blackhawks over the college football semis? It's terrible. It's unbelievable. But anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Saturday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site.